We got to let Michael gloat for a little bit here.
Hey, Michael's not gloating. Howie, who'd you pick today?
You know who I picked.
No, who did you pick?
I picked the Eagles. That's the last emotional pick I make.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's the last emotional pick I make. I said earlier, it's the last time I'll pick the Eagles.
No,
this is interesting.
Oh, it is.
It looked like the Eagles, everybody's getting healthy again. They won 2 in a row, and you're like, maybe they can turn this thing around.
Tell you this, though, but, and not just because I play for the Giants and I watch the Giants, but, and you said it. Somebody, the Giants actually look like the best team in the division right now. You said that.
They're playing like the best team in the division.
It hasn't been a matter of talent. In certain cases, it has been. But the Giants have been close in a lot of games, Tampa and all these other things. It's at some point you have to get over the fact of hoping to win and expecting to win.
And the quarterback didn't make mistakes.
And the quarterback, the last few games, has not thrown the ball away and turned it over, and that's been the difference.
They're well coached, too. When Joe Judge has come in there and done with that team, they seem disciplined. Everybody's in the right place at the right time. This is a good football team for the future, I think. Right now, they're just a little bit short.
LeBron James, I think 3 wows gets it done. And Patrick Mahomes even impressed with that. Yes, DeAndre Hopkins is a monster man. Maybe the best jump ball receiver in all of football, showing it right there at the end.
How do you trade him?
No, exactly. I was just thinking.
How do you trade him?
What are you doing?
Steve Keim, the GM from the Cardinals, had to think, no, hold on, you're serious?
Yeah.
You're gonna trade us Hopkins.
Yeah.
Okay, so they get Hopkins, Kyler Murray, who is an atypical talent. He's just so dynamic, so athletic, so explosive. Everything is on the move. He extends plays. He pulls the ball down. He could throw for 4,000 and rush for 1,000 this year. Yeah. And Hopkins. And they seem to have a beat on the division. They really do.
He's one of those guys, people say, well, how special is this quarterback you're taking in the first round? Well, this kid, although a lot of people said he's short, this kid is the it factor.
Yeah.
It just happens. It happened always Oklahoma. Now, of course, in Arizona.
2 rushing touchdowns today, 10 on the season. They won the game, but they lost their left tackle. How bad is Andrew Whitworth?
Look, we all love Andrew Whitworth here, right? A good friend of the show. And Andrew Whitworth, we saw him get carted off the field. It looked really bad, kind of waved to the crowd there. However, I talked to Andrew, actually FaceTimed the whole crew of us over here, and he said right now we don't think it's as bad as initially expected. He's on his way to an MRI as we speak, but they did not think it was the ACL or the tibia. He thought it was the MCL, PCL. Actually already called his wife, said get rehab ready, get diet ready. He obviously is looking at this saying it's not over for me. So that is a huge sigh of relief here, still pending what happens to the MRI. Let's also take you around the rest of the NFL with injury news and notes today. Teddy Bridgewater, he had an injury to his knee, not the originally surgically repaired knee, the other knee, having an MRI right now as we speak. They don't think that it's an ACL, but again, they're awaiting those results as well. Also, Matthew Stafford, huge win for the Lions today. However, it does not come without a cost that Stafford injured his thumb on his throwing hand, getting an X-ray tomorrow morning, see what happens there. And Drew Brees, we saw that. He got his ribs banged up. Obviously, they're going to have further evaluation. He's been banged up the last couple of weeks as well, but obviously cannot return to the game. And if he doesn't, it will probably be Jameis Winston over your guy, Taysom Hill. Your guy.
All right, then. Thank you very much, Jay.
Big for Whit. We all kind of held our breath there, right?
Yeah.
And he was in good spirits. Let's still hope that the MRI shows that he didn't tear it.
All right, brother. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, before we go home, who won the day? Let's start around the horn with you, Terry Bradshaw.
Oh, my gosh, I love my Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. What a great year he's having after being out most of last year. 4 touchdown passes, 333 yards, and a big win for the Steelers over the Cincinnati Bengals.
Sean Payton's had to get creative this year with Thomas down, Sanders down at times. Alvin Kamara has been the constant. And I think Alvin Kamara is kind of a dark horse for MVPs. He does it all. Run game, pass game. He's an extraordinary player, probably one of the more underrated players in the league. And that's saying something.
You went to your Steelers, I'm going to go to my Giants. I can't brag about them much very often this season, but I can now. Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones, 2 games in a row, 2 wins in a row, criticized for all the turnovers, has stopped the turnovers the last few days. It's really last few games is kind of calmed down a little bit in the pocket, and it shows with the Giants winning. And he made it all the way to the end zone on a long run. Well, the way to go on that as well. But
he might win the NFC East.
But it's the first time they beat the Eagles since 2016. So big win by the Giants.
I'm going to take it over to the desert. Kyler Murray right now, I think he is becoming must-watch TV. He's basically, it's unstoppable at this point, what he's doing right now. And for him to go out there and he gets DeAndre Hopkins in that trade, tell me they go together like milk and cookies.
Incredible.
And you guys ever seen that cartoon where you're running and in the cartoon, the guy's running and it looks like the legs aren't even moving? That's how Kyler Murray looks. He's unstoppable.
You mean the Roadrunner? You talking about the Roadrunner?
Thursday night, we will have him on our network.
You talking about the Roadrunner?
You just said it. That's the next time we will see you here on Fox. It will be for Thursday Night Football. Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. It should be a good one. We can't wait for that one.